Today I will be demonstrating how I change my oil on a 2011 Hyundai Sonata 2.0 Turbo Limited. I'd like to get a big box and unfold it, so just in case I make a mess, I'm still covered. And I slide that under there like so, and I got a couple more pieces to use. So before we get to lids, you see that the area that I'm gonna drain my oil from has cardboard covering the ground. So I have these jack stops. This is what I use when I jack up my car. Put it on these guys to maintain that height. And these just come from Walmart. They've lasted me for years. No issues yet, knock on wood. This is my handy dandy jack. This floor jack was ordered from Amazon some years ago. Same time I got the jack stops, pretty much still in great condition. So oil that I'll be using today is Valvoline, high mileage. I have over 200,000 miles on my car. Also have a filter, air cabin filter, engine filter, sorry. And then I also have my oil filter that I'll be changing today. So first thing you want to do is be safe. I couldn't find my safety glasses, but these should work. And this is just in case any dirt or debris, oil, anything drops down, so you'll be covered. Definitely want to get something with some side shields, but these should work for today. So first thing you kind of want to do when it comes to the car itself is jack it up to ensure that you're able to get under there and do everything that you need to do. So I will be using the floor jack, and I will be finding a nice metal structure. Usually you'll have this in your car. You'll see the notches. As you can see, mine is well worn. I've used it quite a bit. You just wanna put that guy under there. The notches I just mentioned will go on these ridges, or whichever you would prefer. An important thing too is to make sure that you leave room for your jack stops when you're positioning your jack. And jack it up slowly at first to make sure that you align the jack with that metal structure underneath the car. All right, now that we've got her on, we're just gonna jack her up a few inches initially to get our jack stop underneath. You don't want to go full height on one side because you could mess up your undercarriage. Okay, so we got it slightly off the ground, enough to get our jack stop underneath. Actually, we didn't have it jacked up enough, so maybe it's a good idea to already have your jack stop over here. That way you kind of know how high you need to go. Now we will let the jack down very slowly, or as slowly as we can to get it on the jack stop. All right. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. All right, so we've done the other side. Now it's time to come back over here. We're gonna raise the, I guess you could say the arm of the jack stop up a few inches. At that point, enough for you to get underneath the car. I actually found out that my floor jack needed some hydraulic oil, so it wouldn't pump up to the height that I needed it to pump out at. But I had an old school crank jack that I used, and we were able to get the car where it needed to be, even though it took a little bit longer. So now that we got our floor jacks set up at a good height, I got some paper towels just in case things get a little messy. What we need to do, bring in some cardboard just in case I need some more. Got my runway ready. And of course you'll need a drain pan. So this is what I will actually allow the oil to drain onto, right? All right, so with that said, we're ready to go underneath. All right, so we're getting ready to get under here. I only jacked it up high enough so that I could scooch underneath. I'm not using the little shop floor table wheel thing that you see people lay their backs on and scooch everywhere. I'm not gonna use that because you have to jack your car up higher. Total preference. So we're underneath now. As you can see, this is my oil filter. And I always pretty much hand tighten this so I won't have to use a tool to get it out. Now further ahead, you see the oil plug. That's how we'll actually drain the oil. And how I do this is I go in the order of what comes first as you go underneath the car. So the first thing we'll change out is the oil filter, which is this guy. As you can see, didn't come off too hard. Wasn't too hard to come off, rather. We're gonna tighten that back up. We already got some drippage. And I need to reposition my cardboard. As you can see, let me get this over there. So, now you do wanna normally have this thing placed in the correct spot in the first place. Definitely want to wear gloves a lot of times too. And that's that. Of course, this is not what you want to do. As you can see, I have wasted a piece of my cardboard. Luckily, I do have more, so we'll get this switched out and we'll resume after I clean myself up. All right, so we went and got some gloves. You want to make sure you dispose of your old oil filter. Dispose of your old oil filter. And we are going to remove this mess we made. Let that drain down there. Okay. And I'm gonna put this guy on a new sheet of cardboard as we replace the old one. Get rid of that guy. See how easy this makes it? All right, so we've got the new oil filter in there. Good to go. And now we need to remove the oil plug. And there she is right there. So need to find the wrench that size, and we'll go ahead and get her off and let her drain into the oil pan here. All right, be right back. All right, so we've got her loose, and we're just gonna unscrew her. Kind of getting that pan out the way because we know it's gonna jet out. Here she comes, and there she goes into the oil pan, onto the cardboard a little bit, but she's rolling. All right, so now we've pulled our oil pan from underneath the car. All the oil has got done draining. And how you can dispose of this is go to your local auto parts store or something like that, and they have a bin that they can properly dispose of the dirty oil for you. Next, we'll pop open the hood, put our new oil in, and we'll call it good.